Hi friends, it's Sarah from Ruffles and Rain Boots, and today I'm going to show you how to make a double bow using a finger knot. So we're just going to use a couple different sizes. You can see I've used like 1/8, almost a half. I'm going to be using 7/8 and 5/8. You can see that these are not in fact the same size, but I'm also going to show you how to do it on a cut piece of ribbon and a spooled ribbon so you don't have to waste any. So first take your rings off. Actually, I just realized, so I can actually really snag satin ribbon. Ask me how I know. So just take any of the rings off. You're going to loop over your middle finger with a shorter end. Then you're going to go under and over your pointer, under and over your middle, under and over your pointer. So you have 3 and 2. And you have both tails are in the back. You're going to take the top tail, thread it through the bottom 2 loops. You still have 3 and 2. Now this back piece just tightens this bottom loop. The front piece that's hanging over my hand, that will actually make the knot. So we just pull that up over all of the loops. And then this little piece we created right in the back, again, has nothing to do with these loops, right? But you can see me when I pull that, that's creating that center knot. So that's what we need to loop under. And then just pop that over to the left. Take the right and pop it through your fingers so that both tails are facing your palm. And then the right only changes both sides. The left will tighten the knot. Okay, so we want to tighten the knot. You can see I tightened a little too much because my fingers are turning red. But when you slip it off, you can see here, you have 4 distinct pieces. And so one will be tucked into the other. You can pull them out or leave them whatever you'd like. Doesn't matter. And then that right there, the bow is not necessarily solid yet, so you can still adjust it. So I'm going to show you how to make a butterfly one in just a second. But really cool, really easy, and works with any ribbon, I'd say smaller than about 1.25 inches. I haven't tried 1.5 inches. But it really works for small packages and little decor pieces. All right, so now we're going to do it with still on the ribbon spool. So this is the like almost 1 inch ribbon, and it's still on the spool. And you're going to put the spool side on the left side of your middle finger. So that's going to hang off all to the left, and you're going to do the right and everything with the same piece. So let's go ahead and do it. So we go over, under, over, under, over, under, and then that's our tail. So we're going to tuck it through the bottom of all of that. Again, we can pull that loop tight in the back. Whoops, there you go. And that's how we do it. And then over through that little piece in the back. And then tuck that to the left. Now, because you're still on the spool, just tuck about a few inches in through your middle fingers. You don't have to cut it. And then you can pull. I pulled it way too tight, so I'm going to speed up this shimmying off of my fingers because it took me like 15 seconds to get that off. Okay. Now, after you've shimmied it off your fingers, you can actually just adjust it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so to adjust with the bigger bows on top, just gently pull. Holding the center, you're going to pull these pieces. See that? And now if we lay it flat, we can get a nice little butterfly. Works a little better if you don't have striped ribbon, but I promise the big ones on the top are bigger than the little ones. So you can see, that's the back. You can see this one, they're all the same size. This one, there's 2 bigger ones on top. Isn't that easy? Now, like I said, these bows, they need to be secured. And I learned this because somebody was making a barrette. But I'm going to just tell you, when I started using them, I put a little hot glue in the back of, like right there on the back. And then that way you can position your tails into place and this thing will stay there. You can put it on a barrette, you can put it on a package, you can loop it onto some more ribbon. You'll see it on a package in just a second, but isn't that cute? Now, for the sizes of ribbon, I would say no more than 1.5 inches. I have small hands, so you can do this with like a Bowdabra. This is a pretty common bow, but I just thought it was fun to share with your fingers. And guess what? That is it for me today. A cute, super quick tutorial for the holidays. Like and subscribe.